Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Luening, Horst Luening. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com. This is my son Ben, and today we have the best whiskies from January, February, March, April 2020.
Oh yeah, it's already April, and April was a good month for us. But
yeah.
if you follow us closely and watch all the videos, you might be puzzled. Like there are 2 bottles that haven't been tasted this month and are on this cask. So what's up with them? Yeah, we've done some German Corona live streams to stay at home live streams, positively formed. Yeah, so these ended up here on the cask as well because they are exceptional whiskies. And we'll have a look if we've already tried them, and if we've not tried them, then I will do a video in English on the channel extra for you. So yeah, let's start with the first one.
The first one is Laphroaig Quarter Cask, and that's a typical, very intense, smoky, peaty, stinky, hospital-style Laphroaig. But it got a little bit more of cask influence because they matured it additionally in quarter cask, means smaller cask, which transfer a lot of taste from the cask, from the small cask into the whiskey.
Yeah, it's but I would say we differ here a bit. You say it's a smooth one, except for the smokiness. The smokiness is intense. I find the whole whiskey pretty intense. It's very intense because, of the smoke.
And there's 48% ABV.
48% ABV and a lot of cask influence. So there's a lot of oak in that. Just because...
but the spirit is smooth, I think.
Yeah, the rest is just so overwhelming for me.
Okay, so but we came together to say it's one of the best of this month. Yeah,
it's very exceptional because it's not very high priced either. Yeah, so it's for this price range, it's a very exceptional whiskey.
Yeah. Next one is a much higher priced whiskey, right?
This one got its award for the exceptional quality, complexity, and yeah.
It's a Springbank 18 years of age. Last month we had the 15 years of age, and we just did it on the turn of the month. So we said the 15 years old we take to March, and the 18-year-old we take to April. Yeah, it's a wonderful, complex whiskey, and look at it, it's not that dark. So everything of that complexity comes out of the complete production, cask influence, and so on. So this is a uncolored whiskey, 46% ABV, a wonderful piece of work, and a lot of manual work at the Springbank distillery. And therefore, it's always 10 to 15 euros, dollars, pounds more expensive than others because there's so much labor involved.
It's really nice because it's a exceptionally complex and well balanced, nice whiskey that is not overwhelmed by any very intense cask influence, but it's just a very, very well balanced, complex and good whiskey. The next one is just for you. It was just for you.
Was just for me. And the 16-year-old Belgium is, the successor of the well-known 15-year-old whiskey called Marie de Cosse, which was Maria Stuart, Maria of Scotland. And that one was, then vanished from the market and was replaced with a 16-year-old, a wonderful mixed whiskey with ex-bourbon cask and ex-sherry cask whiskies, as Belgium is very known for these very intense sherry cask matured whiskies. But this is a mixture, it's a double cask. I think it's a mixture and not a finishing. I have to look it up in the video. If this is a finishing or a mixture. I think it's a mixture, but I'm not quite sure. It was wonderful.
Okay. Now I do have the next one, the Glenallachie, and that one was a really exceptional one. Unfortunately, is a Whisky.de exclusive, so only for Germany. And it's one of the fewer, I would say it like that, fewer whiskies from Glenallachie that have a pure cask maturation. So it's a Puncheon, a sherry Puncheon, I think.
Yeah, Pedro Jimenez, so it's a little sweeter. And not the Oloroso, which is very fruity, but here we have it a little bit sweeter. And have a look at that color; it's so dark.
Yeah, and it really tastes like the color, like you see it. It's natural color, and that color gives you just that much intensity. It was an exceptionally intense, well-made cask.
Yeah, 590 something bottles and 59.5% ABV. So this is strong as well, and has a lot of possibility to reduce the strength and not getting too weak. Yeah, next one was one of the live tasting for stay at home. It's the Ardmore port cask finish. So Ardmore is one of the very, very few Highland whiskies which is lightly to medium smoky. And this one shows as well the port cask influence, and this is one of my, I like those very, very much. This is one of my prey I typically look for. So it's wonderfully made, shows no age statement, but that's not a problem because the smoke and the cask influence stays on top of the relatively youthness of the whiskey. And you said it's not that expensive?
Yeah, it's not that expensive, and one of the lower priced portwood whiskies. There are not that many portwood whiskies on the market, and usually the portwood whiskies are more expensive. I think we had a few of them here, and they're all pretty much in the 3-figure range, and this one is in the lower 2-figure range.
Yeah.
So it's,
I think it's below 40, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's around 30, something like that.
Yeah. And the last one comes from the Ardbeg distillery that is called a Pelican. And Pelican had been a distillery in the vicinity of Ardbeg, but it's no longer there. People don't know where it was situated, but they had some some tasting notes of that old ancient whiskey, and it was said it was smoky. And so they said, well, we take over that old name for our new whiskey from the distillery Ardbeg and call it Pelican when we produce smoky whiskey. And this one is an exclusive for our company as well. So unfortunately not available outside Germany or Austria. And it's medium smoky and has a lot of sherry cask influence. And have a look at that. That's a refill sherry cask. So it's incredible how dark it is for refill. And it's, of course, unchill filtered, uncolored, and has 50 point something ABV. So it's intense. It's cask strength. And a wonderful piece of work, yeah.
Yeah. So this month, we've done more videos, including the live tastings. But this month was really exceptionally well. And we have a great variety in the Whisky.com awards this month. So we have a really smoky one. We have a smoky one with sherry influence, one with port influence, one just sherry, one really complex old one. So it's a really good mixture to this month. We'll probably see one or two of them maybe in the year awards.
Might be.
So if you see one of these whiskies on the shelves, have our blessing, and we think they're really good. Maybe you think otherwise. Have a write down in the comments if we've missed one of our whiskies, which you think were better suited for the Whisky.com awards, and have a look and let's see. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.